Every year, the biggest mobile phone convention in the world, called the Mobile World Congress, is celebrated in Barcelona. And actually, I haven't been able to go the past few years. I haven't gone since before COVID, which means that this year I cannot miss it at all. It's a super exclusive occasion. The tickets alone cost around 1,150-ish euros, and I'll show you why it's so expensive and what we can find in it. The first thing we're gonna do is grab our suitcase and fly all the way to Barcelona. As soon as I landed at the airport, the first thing I did was go to MWC. There was not a moment to lose. And one thing that caught my attention was that this year, there was a lot less people than in years previous to COVID. I mean, there were still a lot of people, but I remember that there used to be twice or thrice as many people in the conventions I had attended prior to COVID. And you may wonder, what can you find at the Mobile World Congress? Well, there was actually a lot of new stuff and extremely cool technological gadgets. Throughout the whole convention, there were a lot of these cyber dogs, a whole bunch of virtual reality, devices that expanded and increased the size of their screens, Xiaomi's new car that I thought was amazing, which was launched to try and compete against Tesla. There also were dancing cell phones, transparent screens, and a lot more very interesting products. There actually were a lot of users that already had the Apple Vision Pro, and after lots of walking around the Mobile World Congress, I couldn't help but stop by the ULEFONE stand. It was a really eye-catching stand that caught your attention due to its vibrant yellow colors, and here we could see a lot of the new developments that they brought to the Congress, as well as other devices that we have already tested on this channel. They even had cell phones submerged in water. There were phones you could even stomp directly to show their impact resistance, and a whole lot of highly resistant phones and tablets. They also had this microscope that could be connected to other ULEFONE devices, which could be used to appreciate details otherwise invisible to the human eye. One of the devices that most caught my attention was the Armor 26 Ultra, a device that, as you can clearly see, has nothing conventional to it. It's a really thick phone with a battery over 15,000 milliamps, which means we could potentially use the phone for a few days without needing to charge it. It actually has a really fast charge via 120 watts. The phone can have up to 24 GB of RAM, as it comes with 12 GB already, plus 16 that you can add virtually to it, and 512 GB of storage. It has a Dimensity 8020 MediaTek processor, and you may be saying, aren't you gonna say something about the standout part of the phone? Yes, it is its antenna. It has an antenna that can be easily removed or put back on if we want to use it. And we won't use it to communicate with other cell phones or similar devices. We will use it to communicate with walkie-talkies. In other words, this is a really efficient phone if we want to take it out on the open country, to battlefields, or wherever we want, as we will be able to use it as an authentic walkie-talkie. This will enable us to stop depending on whether we have internet or not, or signal coverage or not. We will be able to communicate via its walkie-talkie function. And to top it off, this device comes equipped with a 120Hz screen, and as you know, that makes it stand out against other phone screens that don't have this frequency. It has a size of 6.78 inches and has full HD Plus resolution. And it comes equipped with a 200 megapixel camera. Honestly, this device looks really good, but sadly we won't be able to test it thoroughly as it is not officially out yet. It will be launched in April, so we will be ready for it so we can test it out. Alright guys, that's all for today's video. I hope you liked what you saw today. Comment down below. I want to read your guys' thoughts. What did you guys like the most? What caught your attention the most? Did you like this stand by ULEFONE or not? Leave it all down in the comments. I'll be answering each and every one of them, as I always do. This is all for today. Until next time. See ya.